Hello everyone, back tuning into today's first video, doing weekend forecast for today's first video. So as always on a Saturday, we're having a detailed look at the weather for the week ahead. It's going to be quite a dry week coming up again, high pressure. You're going to be staying in control, so we're going to have lots of dry conditions coming up. There will be rain at times, particularly in the north and the west. And temperatures will be very mild as well, starting mild, taking a little bit of a dip in the early part of the week, and then lifting off again as we get through into the second half of the week. Could get exceptionally mild in around a week's time. I wouldn't necessarily say records will tumble, but it's not out of the question that by next weekend we might be in a record-breaking spell of warm winter weather, and I'll bring you up to date with all of the very latest in a moment. Just to say that coming up later on this afternoon, we'll have your regular week's 10-day video update, and then tonight we're going to have a CFS 6 month okay, just for fun, with the long-range CFS V2 model going from next month, from March, right the way through to July. So have a look at that and see what's going on this evening. Have a bit of a laugh with that one. Just to say that the websites using for the weekend forecast coming from weathercentral.d and weatherout.com, and you can find a link to both of those websites on the links page at Gazobbies and in the description at YouTube with this video. This is the very latest from the Weather Outlook in terms of the radar picture. Lots of dry weather out there today. We have got some patchy rain, which is dying out across parts of central, southwestern Scotland. Some slightly heavier rain moving to the far west of Scotland, just into towards the Outer Hebrides. But basically, there's loads of dry weather around through today. We're basically under a ridge of high pressure, but we have got low pressure trying to edge in from off the Atlantic, and that low pressure will give us a slightly more unsettled day tomorrow, but more about that in a moment. For the rest of Saturday, we're going to bring cloud and showery outbreaks of rain into the far west of Scotland and Northern Ireland by this evening. Otherwise, patchy light rain or drizzle dying out across the rest of Scotland, but keeping a lot of cloud going there. The rest of the country will stay dry. We have got more cloud around than we had yesterday and the day before, but nevertheless there will be some bright or sunny spells coming through at times. Where that sunshine comes through, it's going to be a very mild day, temperatures up to 14 or 15 degrees Celsius, that's around 57 to 59 Fahrenheit. Otherwise, under the cloud, temperatures will be pegged back a little bit, but still mild, still up to around 10, 11, 12 widely across the country, which is way above average for the middle of February. Overnight tonight, that low pressure gets out a little bit closer with its weather front, so it brings a band of cloud and outbreaks of rain into western Scotland, Northern Ireland. Probably by morning, we'll see some rain arriving across parts of northwest England and western North Wales and the far southwest of England too. The rest of the country will stay dry with a mix of clear spells and variable cloud. Going to be a relatively mild night, temperatures ranging from around sort of 4 to 8 degrees Celsius. Through the course of Sunday, that weather front will move across the country, but it will be a very weakening feature as it does so. So we'll start sunny with outbreaks of rain in the west. Many central and east areas will be dry with a mix of sunny spells and variable cloud. It'll generally tend to cloud up through the day as this band of cloud moves across the country. It'll take outbreaks of rain, with that rain will be dying out as it pushes eastwards and will become light and patchy through central parts of the country, probably not arriving into eastern counties until very late on in the afternoon or evening, by which time it'll be turning brighter but more showery out in the northwest. Winds will become quite strong and gusty in the west. We've got some pretty tightly packed ice above there, so the wind will get up in the west. And temperatures tomorrow are going to be ranging somewhere from around 10 to 15 degrees Celsius, and a very mild day. We'll feel a little bit cooler though as that rain pushes through in western areas. It will start to turn a little bit cooler and fresher. That's Monday, and low pressure is sitting to the north of Scotland, bringing in this showery westerly wind. Overnight, sunny into Monday, will take that patchy rain away from the southeast. So Monday starts on a mainly dry note through much of the country with sunny spells, but we will have showers in the north and the northwest from the word go. Most showers will get heavier and more widespread across Scotland and western parts of the country through the course of Monday afternoon, although most central, southern and eastern parts of the country look like they're going to stay dry with sunny spells. There could be some patchy rain lingering in the southeast or pushing back into the southeast from that weather front on Monday afternoon. Temperatures will just be down a little bit on Monday, still mild overall, ranging from around sort of 7 to 12 degrees Celsius. So it's still above average, quite substantially so, but just cooler than what we've had over the past few days, and probably feeling a little bit chilly in the north in those winds. New area of low pressure moves in from off the Atlantic on Tuesday, so this is our most unsettled day. I think on Tuesday we'll have cloud and outbreaks of quite heavy rain developing across Ireland and Scotland through the course of Tuesday. Some of that rain could affect parts of northern England, Wales and southwestern England too, through the Midlands into eastern and southeastern parts of the country, tending to hold on to a lot of dry weather. After a sunny morning, it will probably turn cloudier through the course of Tuesday afternoon. Temperatures more or less back towards average, really, so ranging from around 5 to 10 degrees Celsius. So not only is Tuesday our most unsettled day, it's probably our coolest day as well. Although 10 degrees is not bad at all, it's still a couple of degrees above average for the middle of February down in the southern part of the country. That's Wednesday, and high pressures beginning to develop from the south again, although we have got weather fronts sitting across the country. They'll be dying out as pressure is kind of like building and squeezing the life out of them. So Wednesday will start with a lot of cloud across the country. There'll be showery outbreaks of rain across Scotland, Northern Ireland, Northern England. Just little bits of light rain and drizzle down across the south and the southeast, and most of this rain will die out through the course of Wednesday afternoon. There could be a few spots of light rain or drizzle here and there, but I think it becomes mostly dry through the course of Wednesday. But there will be a lot of cloud around on Wednesday with only very limited bright and sunny spells, that most likely in the far south and southeast. Despite the cloud and rain, at least it will be mild. Temperatures are going to be up to between around 10 and 12 degrees, so that's going to around 50 to 54 Fahrenheit. And then the rest of the week, second half of the week, we'll see high pressure taking over from the south and pushing any weather fronts away to the northwest. So Thursday probably starts off with a fair amount of cloud once again, but this time the cloud will thin and break up, will burn the sunshine through. And for much of England and Wales, we're probably looking at a mainly bright and sunny day, actually, on Thursday, once any early cloud has gone away. For Scotland and Northern Ireland, probably keeping quite a lot of cloud going there, although a few bright sunny spells could break through. Far west of Scotland and Northern Ireland might have light rain or drizzle. As the sunshine comes through, temperatures are going to start rocketing again, so it's around 14, 15 degrees, I think, on Thursday afternoon in the east and the south. Again, that's getting quite close to 60 Fahrenheit. That's Friday, high pressures well and truly in control, sitting to our east and bringing in these very mild, if not quite warm, southerly to southeast winds. Again, there will be a weather front out to the northwest of the country, could bring some cloud and showery rain to west of Scotland and Northern Ireland, but otherwise looking at a mostly dry day with a mix of sunny spells and variable cloud. Temperatures might get up to 16 degrees on Friday afternoon. 16 degrees is where you can turn around to 61 Fahrenheit. It's around 8 degrees above average for the time of year, and so Friday looks like ending the week on a very mild note indeed. As we go through into the weekend, there's no real change. It looks like Saturday could be a slightly cooler and more unsettled day into the north, as this area of low pressure just edges in from off the Atlantic, mainly dry and warm down in the south, and then by Sunday the high pressure is re-establishing itself. And if there is a day when we're going to break records and get the temperature to 20 degrees Celsius, I think it's possibly Sunday, next Sunday, 24th of February, when we'll do it. The conditions look as though they could be there to lift the temperature at least to the mid to upper teens Celsius. And who knows, they might go even further than that. We'll just have to wait and see a little bit closer to the time frame. But this certainly looks like a very mild, warm air mass that we're going to be under next weekend. And this high pressure is still there, sitting across Germany, bringing in these southerly to southeasterly winds. So look out for next weekend for the chance of something a little bit record-breaking happening. Always more unsettled, though, out to the far north and west of Scotland. And obviously, we'll be keeping you posted over the next few days about what's happening next weekend. Finally, just having a look at the charts from the Weather Outlook. So this is the situation today. We've got lots of dry weather across the country. There is plenty of cloud, but a few brighter sunny breaks will come through as well. There's that wet weather moving in from the west on Sunday. The rain will be dying out, becoming very light in patches. It moves across the country. Most eastern, southeast areas will stay dry. Sunshine and showers on Monday. I think this is probably overdoing the showers a little bit for the south and the east. I think there'll be more in way of drier spells than that showing. And then cloud and rain moves across northern and western central parts of the country on Tuesday. The south and southeast should again have a mainly dry day. Lots of cloud with light little bits and pieces of rain and drizzle on Wednesday. Again, it probably gives an idea, but it's wetter than it is, to be honest. But for northern and central parts of the country, there will be showery rain around. But then through Thursday and through Friday, the high pressure is re-establishing itself. It turns mainly dry, increasing amounts of sunshine, and becoming very mild, if not warm, by the time you get through to next weekend. So, in summary, high pressure is going to be in control, and that's going to give us lots of dry and fine weather, particularly in the south and southeast. There will be rain at times in the north and the west and through central parts of the country. Temperatures just take a bit of a dip around the early part of the week, but then in the middle and second half of the week, they'll start to lift up again. And by next weekend, it looks like it'll be very mild, if not warm, and mainly dry, particularly in the south and the east. Come back later on this afternoon when we'll have a look at the weather for next week to 10 days. We've got CFS 6 month look ahead for you tonight. That's all for now, and thanks for watching.